This is the guy that bought that. I'm just looking at those two flipped comps.
Yeah.
This is how you dispo something without Katie's help. This is just, you find two flip comps right down the street from yours, and then you call the flipper. The flipper's hardest part of their job is arguably finding their next flip. Here's his website. I mean, this is how easy it is, bro. And then we just call him up. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Power Hour with Scotty B. I am your host, Scotty B. Let's get right into it. Let's make some calls. We're direct to seller. We're wholesaling real estate. We're fixing and flipping. We're adding to our rental portfolio. But most of all, we're just after deep discounts from motivated sellers. Get them to sign a contract and then figure out how we want to monetize that contract after it's signed. So let's get right into it and see if we can buy a house in the next 60 minutes. What a name, Stormy. Just sounds like a porn star. We have 60 minutes to buy a house. Can we do it? We're certainly going to try. By the way, don't sleep on leaving voicemails. One of the earlier Power Hours, I'm going to leave a voicemail real quick and we'll talk about it.
Please leave a message. Thank you.
Hey Burton, this is Scott with cashofferoptions.com. You spoke with my assistant a little bit ago, maybe a couple hours ago, looking to sell a house here in Austin on Antoinette Place. I'm the owner of the company. I'm very interested in talking to you further. My number direct is 310-850-5958. And again, this is Scott Barron's 310-850-5958. Thanks, Burton. So don't sleep on voicemails. I know it seems like a waste of time, and oftentimes salespeople are just so excited to get back on the phone, and they just say, "Oh, I'll call them back later." But people do return voicemails. In fact, I left a voicemail about a month and a half ago for a guy named Ian in Aurora, Colorado, sitting right here in this seat. Patrick, you were right there. We were doing a Power Hour. I left the office. I went to the gym. I got a call back, and I got back in the car, and he called me back and left me a voicemail and said, "Hey, you just called me. I missed you, whatever." Funny enough, I can never get him on the phone. To this day, I've never talked to him on the phone. It was all through text and email. But that turned into a novation deal where we helped him list it on the open market. He wanted $450K. That was too much for a wholesale deal. So we locked it up on a novation. We put it on the market. I had him meet my agent and sign a listing agreement with my agent, and we are closing today. Today we are closing and making $10,000. Not a huge deal, not a small deal. I mean, somewhat small, but $10,000 from a voicemail, and I've never even talked to the guy. I never talked to him on the phone, not one time. All text, all email, started with a voicemail. $10,000 closing today. Don't sleep on voicemails.
Here's your tagline. I made 10K off of voicemail.
I mean, shit. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. We literally never talked on the phone. May have been one of the only times that's ever happened. I can actually think of a couple others, but very rare. Let's see, Anna Frank. Anna Frank.
Like Anne Frank?
Oh, Anne Frank. I was like, what's going on here? Cherry pick some cities here. Oh yeah, I've been wanting to get a hold of this guy. Portland, Oregon.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes, Matt. Good calling.
Yes, this is Scott. How's it going? I think you were you registered on my site from seeing a YouTube ad from Brian Buys Houses Fast. That's my partner. Do you recall? How's it going? Do you have a second to chat about this house?
Yeah, I've just got a minute.
Okay, yeah, no worries. I'll keep it short. I usually have my assistant make the first touch, but this is right near an area. Me and my wife were considering moving to Lake Oswego a couple years back. I have family that lives in West Lynn, and we almost moved out there from California, just like every other Californian, right? Moving out to Portland, but yeah, man, I saw that this was not too far away, and I wanted to give you a call and introduce myself and say hello and see, what's going on. Are you looking to sell pretty quickly, or what's going on?
Yeah, essentially just taking the money and doing something else with it.
Are you staying in Portland?
Potentially.
Okay. And you had mentioned that the house is in good shape, or does it need?
Oh yeah, it's in excellent shape. It's all remodeled. There's nothing wrong with it.
Do you? I mean, and it sounds fantastic. I would love to be able to get my hands on it, but I mean, obviously, generally we're looking for like fixer-upper properties that we can, add our own value and then sell it for top dollar. That's generally what we do. But we might be open to doing like a rental type situation. I think this would be a good area for either short-term or long-term rental. Are you looking to, because I see you have a pretty low interest rate on this mortgage, would you be trying to qualify for another mortgage elsewhere, or what's your plan?
Yeah, I'm just going to take the cash and then put it into another property.
Okay. Yeah, because that does open the possibility of doing like a subject to existing mortgage deal where we take over your existing mortgage, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Would is that something you would consider if you're not trying to go qualify for another mortgage?
Yeah, I'd consider that.
Yeah, I only ask because, I mean, you have a 2.9% interest rate locked in for 30 years, and like interest rates are like double that now,
Yeah.
Would you...
I was just trying to see what the cash value would be that I would get for the home now, and you can go from there.
Well, there's a couple things we could do. I could help you list it. My partner is an agent out there. So I could help you list the property and get you top dollar from a family that's going to move in. That's ultimately how you're going to get the most money for the property, is if you just put it on the market. You know what I mean? And like find a family that falls in love with the house and the location. They'll pay whatever they can qualify for. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that. And I was just also trying to see like what the fastest way to close it.
Got it. So generally speaking, if you're looking for speed and convenience, then you got to trade equity, right? So you got to, the person that's giving you the speed and convenience is generally not going to move their family in, which means that they can't get emotionally attached. It has to be like a business decision. So that means they have to be getting a good deal to provide the speed and convenience. So I could do that, but what do you think the house is worth? I see houses in your immediate neighborhood selling, in the sixes. So I would assume that that's probably what the house is worth if you put it on the market, right?
Yeah, I think, like the last appraisal, something.
550?
A few years ago. So, it's just gone up from there.
Totally. That's that market.
The neighborhood's nice. And there's other parts of Portland that are declining. So that this neighborhood's stayed pretty on top, and it's next to just a few other prominent neighborhoods. So
definitely
up there in the hills.
Yeah, it's in the Multnomah Village area, right? Or
yeah, it's pretty close to Multnomah.
Okay. So one thing we could do. Let me ask you this. Would you be, I'm just shooting from the hip here. Would you be open to something creative where we could potentially get you your asking price, but you would be flexible with how you receive the money? Like it would be like basically like you being the bank. Let me break it down for you and you can just say absolutely not, or hey, maybe that sounds kind of interesting. So the first step would be I take over your existing mortgage, which I see there's about $300K on that, right? Okay. So then you're trying to probably put another $300K in your pocket. I'm assuming that's kind of what you're after, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So on that $300K that I put in your pocket, I would give you some down, and then we would put you in second position, like Bank of Will Tow, or is it Tao?
Tao, yeah.
Sorry. Bank of Will Tao is lending to me, Scott Behrens, just like, Broker Solutions Incorporated gave you your mortgage, you would give me a mortgage. I would give you a down payment, you would give me a mortgage on title, recorded on the title, and then I would make payments to you on that mortgage. So that then my goal will be to put a renter in there that pays more than my obligation to you and Broker Solutions, which I'm seeing your payments probably somewhere around like $1,800 a month principal, interest, tax, and insurance. Is that about right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, I don't know. Just shooting from the hip, that would be one way that I could probably get closer to the retail, is if we could work something creative out like that. The other option, if you were just like, no way, I just want all my money now and to be done with it, then I would just need a good deal, because I need to be able to see a clear path to repayment. So I just need to be able to know that I'm getting a good enough deal at the acquisition price where I could turn around and flip it for a profit and get my money back, because I'm not like some mega millionaire. I wish I was, but I'm really just like kind of reusing this money on the next deal. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it sounds liable. I'll have to think about it and just look into some of the things you were saying. But yeah, it makes sense, and I'd be open to something like that. But I got some other things I've been thinking about here that I need to look into as well and see exactly where I'm going to go. But
sure. Well, it's a nice house. It sounds.
I do have to get it going right now.
Okay, well, I'm going to send you a text. Send me some pictures of the house, and let's just stay in communication via text, and I'll give you a buzz later, okay?
Okay, sure. Thanks for your call.
Thanks, bye.
All right, bye-bye.
He's definitely not interested. But speaking of voicemails, don't sleep on motherfucking voicemails. That guy called me back just now.
Hello. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, this is Scott. Sorry I missed you. I was just on the other line. I apologize. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing pretty well. Yourself?
Good. So I understand you saw our YouTube ad. Thank you very much for giving us an opportunity to work with you on this property in Orlando. I just left you a voicemail, and you just got back to me, right?
Yeah.
So what's going on, man? I know you talked to my assistant this morning. This is a nice little house in Orlando. You live there, or is it an investment, or what are you looking to do?
No, we live here. We're just looking just to sell, just to get a bigger property for a family and everything else.
Oh, nice. You got a growing family, or what?
Yeah.
I know how that is, man. I got 2 little ones, and my wife wants more kids, so we're going to be growing out of our house at some point, too. I know how that is.
Oh, yeah.
Cool, man. Well, how long have you lived in this house?
She got it in 2016.
Before we talk about the house, is that your badass Challenger in the driveway, or what?
No, not anymore.
Dude, that thing looks like a race car. What is that, like 24-inch wheels or what? Thing is sick. I gotta show this to you, Patrick. Man, that thing is awesome. All right. Well, anyways, Compass Drive. I'm looking at the right house, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the condition like of this house?
Pretty good. I just redid the floors. I just demoed one of the bathrooms. I was doing the shower. I just gotta finish the rebuild, and I was gonna work on the other one next.
Okay. And you guys have a mortgage on it, I'm seeing, with about $130,000 left. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
Are you trying to go buy another house and put to get a loan on that house, or what?
Yeah, we're trying to get another house.
Do you already have one picked out?
Kinda, sorta.
Okay. Sweet. Well, you know what I do, man. I'm an investor. I'm looking like for a deal, just like you're looking for a deal. That's how we make money around here. I know you don't care, but that's what we do.
We all gotta win, man. Everybody's here to make money.
That's what I'm saying, man. Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate you being understanding. What do you think you need for the house? Just to cut to the chase. I am interested. I'm very interested, but of course, it's going to come down to dollars and cents for us both, of course.
Most definitely. What you had in mind, man?
I have not really comped it much. I see that there's houses selling in your neighborhood. Let's see. I'm looking right now. Because the market is funky right now. You know what I'm saying? So I have to look at just recent sales. Normally I could go like 6 months, even a year back, but Like a year ago, we were at the hottest part of the market. Like, and it's
Correct.
interest rates were half, a year ago.
Yep.
Speaking of which, you probably have a low interest rate. You ready to give that up or what?
Yeah, I know, man. I'm actually, we paid off a car just because of the rate, and I was looking around at the rates, and the rates went up because I used to be in the car business, and I got buddies in there and they telling me how the rates just went up again and everything else. So.
Yeah, they sure have. You're gonna be in for a rude awakening when you see that rate for your next house. Are you gonna be?
Yeah.
Are you getting a 2-story house this time or what?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I see the most recent sale in your neighborhood sold for $260. I'm sending it to you right now, so that you can see it. That just sold last month. And it's a very similar comparable home. It's literally 2 square feet bigger. 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,102 feet. You're a 3-2, 1,100 feet. I just texted it to you so that you can see it.
I just got that one.
So I mean, and that's the retail. That's sold on the open market, to the retail, to a retail buyer. I don't know. What are you thinking, man? Like, what were you thinking originally that you would like to get for it, from an investor type deal?
Really and truly, I have no idea. That's why I'm just trying to figure out some numbers here.
Yeah.
Really and truly.
Yeah, no, and I hear you. And I mean, you owe $130 on the house. So, you got to have some money down for your next property, I'm assuming.
Correct.
Let me see if I can find anything else here. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, man, no rush.
And what type of timeline are you looking at too, by the way, if we come to terms on something?
If we come to terms whenever, really and truly, I got somewhere else to go if anything. So.
Oh, you do?
As long as the numbers are good. Like, we can come to the good agreement and everything else, so that part I don't have a problem with.
I hear you. Okay. My wife has been wondering when I'm going to take my kids to Orlando to Disney World, man. I'm almost.
Yeah?
They're almost that age.
Where are you located?
I'm in Southern California, but our team is in Central Florida, Lakeland area.
Okay.
So we do work all over Florida. I have a pretty decent rental portfolio in the greater Tampa area. And, Hernando County, Citrus, Pasco, Pinellas, Hillsborough, all those counties.
You were doing pretty good in the rentals. I was thinking about, after we buy another home here, I was thinking about getting some rental investments.
Dude,
properties.
You should stay connected with me, man. I'll get you connected with some good deals off market, below market value. But generally speaking, the deals that I find, have to have some
money in.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was going to be my cousin is going to get into it here, and then his wife is Mexican, no shade or anything like that, but all her family members know how to do some work, so I get a good discount there.
Oh, there you go. Get the family discount. That's what's up. Cool. Yeah, you should definitely get some rentals, man. I would be lying if I said that, everybody says like, oh, you can get rentals and like live off the cash flow, but that is not the case, man. It's not the case at all. Like, these things cost money. There's barely any cash flow in the first couple of years, but it's all about like the appreciation down the road. You know what I mean? And having a tenant pay down your mortgage, and
Correct.
One day you'll end up owning that thing. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Well, if you want, I can do a little research. I don't need to keep you on the phone. I want it for as the best deal I can get, but I know you want the best deal you can get. So it's just about like meeting in the middle somewhere,
No rush. Just let me know, and we'll go from there.
Okay, that sounds good, man. I appreciate you.
All right, no problem.
Bye. Man, that guy wouldn't give me a number. I could have just kept bullshitting with him, but I don't want to give a number. I tried to solicit a number by giving him that comp that sold for $260. There's not a lot of other comparables. That's the only thing that I'm noticing in this for this specific one. But it's nice. It's a nice little neighborhood, nice house, nice everything. Let's see if I can find anything that's sold. That one is very, very interesting, guys. I like that one a lot. I just don't know what to offer him. The Zestimate on it is 303. PropStream says that it's worth 344. It does have a 2-car garage, whereas the one that I sent him only has a 1-car, and it looks a whole lot worse than this one. Like, I feel like if we could get ours for like 200, we would be in good shape. See what it would rent for. Oh yeah, in the 2s. I'm gonna text him. Nice speaking with you. I am very interested. Just need to figure out a price we can both be happy with. Okay, let's move on. I'm putting a note in my calendar for that one. I'm not gonna forget about that one. I like that one a lot. And that guy was cool. That guy, he understands. You know, he's gonna give us a deal, I think.
What's going on?
This is Scott with Brian Buys Houses Fast. How's it going, man?
Going on?
You have a second to chat with me?
Yeah.
I saw that you registered on our website looking to sell your property here, man. On is that right? Charleston Town Drive?
Yeah.
Where are you trying to go, man?
Well, me and my brother live here and maintain, pretty much own the property, and he wants to move to North Carolina, and I want to move to Atlanta, so,
Oh, nice.
quick sale of the house.
Okay. I see that it's in Mike's name. Who's that?
That's my mother.
Got it.
But also, me and my brother have signed right to do all business of the house.
Okay, you do.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the condition of the house like?
It needs some work.
It does?
There's some outlets that need to be replaced. The central AC and heat don't work.
Like they're just broken or what?
I believe a condenser needs to be replaced or something like that.
Okay. Does the HOA cover any of that or no?
No. The plumbing works. There's like some holes in the walls that need to be spackled. The house needs, I would say, about $5K worth of work.
Okay. So there's a house right next door that sold a couple months back. Did you see that one?
Yeah.
It sold for $145. You saw that, right?
I didn't see the exact house, that exact house. I was looking at other houses in the neighborhood that are similar to mine that sold for like $200K.
Here. This is the most recent one, and it's literally next door. I'm sending it to you right now. Can you check your text?
Yeah, give me a second.
Okay, it's the same exact. I mean, quite literally, it's next door to you. You're 14.
Yeah, no.
You know that one?
Yeah.
Look at the pictures. It looks good too.
Yeah, and that's after some work because I remember before they did any of that work too, it was pretty trash.
That's what I'm saying. So they got it nice and sold it for $145, and that's the most recent sale. Because the market has. You're looking at it, right? You see the text I just sent you?
Yeah.
Okay. I just didn't want you to take my word for it. I want you to see exactly what I'm seeing. I see that is there a mortgage on this property too? About $125,000, huh?
Right.
What's the payment every month on the mortgage?
$830. The mortgage is like in the 600s, I believe, or 700s. But with the homeowner association fees, we just pay that all at once, tied into it.
How much is that HOA fee?
We say $105, something like that.
Gotcha. Per month?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I know you guys need some money to be able to walk away, so that you can move to Atlanta and your brother can move to North Carolina. But I mean, this one that just sold right next to you guys for $145, it puts it in a pretty tight spot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I get your point of view, actually. It would have just been nice, what I'm saying? It's not nothing that's like that imperative and needed. So I kind of, thanks for your time and looking into it. But I see, how now that it's probably not going to work out.
Well, what do you need to get for it to make it work?
A pretty unattainable number because the 125 you see, the buyout number at this exact moment from the bank is 144.
Oh shit, it is.
Yeah, so for that point, you're saying 144 to 145, if at all possible, that wouldn't even it wouldn't be no purpose at this point. I would just, I don't know, let the bank sell it or something.
Well, I mean, you don't want to do that. That's gonna freaking ruin the credit, on whoever the borrower is. I mean, I don't.
The borrower is Monique, and the house is in her bankruptcy, so they can't come after her either.
Oh, gotcha. Well, let me ask you, how behind is the mortgage? How many payments behind?
At this point, maybe just one.
Oh, okay. So you could go on there and actually make payments to make it current. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah. Or I could work out something to put a missed payment on the back end or something like that. Not in foreclosure.
It's not in foreclosure.
Right.
Okay. Well. Okay. Let me ask you this: if we could pay $145, is that something you guys would do?
No, because at that point, like I said, it doesn't really leave us with anything, so there ain't really, no point in getting involved.
Right. So what would be the minimum to make it worth your time? Because what I'm thinking is maybe I could just take over those existing mortgage, take over the existing mortgage and try to put some cash in your pocket for the hassle. You know what I'm saying? Because I bet the house would rent for more than $800 a month, right?
Yeah, because the house on the right next door to me, I know the owner, so their mortgage is like $705, but they rent that house for $1,600.
That's what I'm saying. So what if I could keep the mortgage open? How is it 145, 144 that you guys owe, by the way? Because what I'm seeing,
there was a point in time during the pandemic where we didn't pay for about.
Got it. So you did they just tacked it on to the end or some shit like that.
Right.
But you guys are paying now, right? It's not in foreclosure or pre-foreclosure or anything.
Right.
Like you could just log on and make a payment and everything is good to go.
Everything would be good. I'd be caught up.
Okay, well, I could talk myself into paying the retail value for the house if I could take over the existing loans and create some positive cash flow. Is the house empty right now, or are you living there?
I'm still living here, but I mean, me and my brother could be moving out within a matter of two weeks or so.
What is the absolute minimum I need to put in your pocket to make it worth your time to entertain that sort of deal? Because I am interested in that, but I don't want to overpay. You know what I'm saying? Like it's already retail at 145, so I don't really want to overpay too much. But because you guys have a good locked-in mortgage already, I could entertain this if the number is reasonable. If you feel me.
155. That's $5,000 a piece for me and my brother.
So 10,000, 5K each.
Yep.
That doesn't sound. I was hoping it would be closer to 5K, but I feel you. You need some money to be able to move and make it worth your time. So I'm reasonable just like you are, man. I really am. Can you do me a favor? And it's two things. Log on to the mortgage website and take a picture of the most recent statement and send it to me. That's number one, so that I can review the mortgage details. Number two is, can you send me some pictures of the house? If we can, if everything is good to go, then I could be into that, especially if I could, rent the house out for $1,600.
Yeah, I'm sure you could, because I've seen the houses on both sides of me. My mother has had this house for 19 years, so I've seen people on both sides come and go a million times.
Is it a decent area?
Absolutely. Nice townhomes. Kids go to a pretty decent high school, which would be Joppatown. It's in Edgewood, Maryland. Urban community.
Yeah, I see there's one up for rent right now for $1,500 with 244 contacts. My goodness. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Does it need a new roof?
No, it needs a new gutter in the front, but not a new roof.
Okay. I am suddenly very interested in this property. So I'm gonna. I already texted you with that comparable home that sold next door. can you do me a favor and send me the pictures of the house and the mortgage statement as soon as possible, and I'm going to see if I can make this work for you, okay?
All right.
I'll be waiting for you. My name is Scott. You can save my name and number. When should I expect to get that from you?
And give me an hour or so.
Okay, so log on to, Dell Franklin Financial. That's who has the mortgage, right?
Uh-huh.
Or whatever the mortgage company is. Log on to that. Send me the most recent statement. And I just want to see what's owed, like how much behind it is, what the interest rate is, the principal balance. And I want to see pictures of the property. And then I'll be ready to move forward once everything checks out, okay?
Okay.
Any questions for me?
Nah. If I do, I'll give you a call back and that.
Okay, you can text me too. Either one. All right, Jamal?
All right, no problem.
All right, bye. 10K down sub 2 from Brian Buys Houses Fast YouTube lead. Let's see if he follows through and sends me the stuff. I'm going to put a note in my calendar right now. It's in Maryland, in a city called Edgewood, Maryland, which is a pretty big city, actually.
Oh shit! I got a call back from one of your leads from yesterday.
Where?
Carlton, Georgia.
Did you talk to them already or no?
I did, yeah.
He's moving to Alabama, needs 20 in his pocket to cover moving expenses and rent for 1 year. 1 hour out of Atlanta. I got him down 30K from original asking price, now asking 70. It's a 5-bed, 2-bath, needs new roof. You got him down to 30K?
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Good, how's it going?
Good. Sorry, I just got out of a meeting. I'm here actually with my boss, Scott, and I'd love to make the introduction.
Hey, what's up, Lewis? This is Scott. How's it going?
Hey, Scott. How's it going, bud?
Good. Thanks for taking time to speak with us. And you were on my calendar to call you all day today, but it's just been a crazy day, so I apologize. Thanks for beating me to it, man. So you got this house. It's a mobile home, right?
Correct.
Okay.
I don't think it has the wheels or anything, so I think it's considered manufactured at that point.
Right. Is it on a permanent foundation over there?
Yes.
Okay.
You can actually see pictures of the house, but it's not current pictures of the house. But they're the same There'd be the same pictures on if you Google my address.
Okay.
You'll see a house with green shutters and like a tan site.
What website would I be able to see it on? Oh, there it is. It's on Realtor.com. I see it. You bought it for like 40K or something, right?
Yeah.
30.
And needed a lot of work.
42,000, right?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, it looks like somebody named Brittany bought it. But then she...
No, that is my ex-wife. We were both on it.
Oh, and then she deeded it over to you about a year ago, right?
Correct.
Okay. She signed, like a warranty
Yeah,
deed.
once we divorced and everything got to where it was somewhat okay, we were able to talk, and I was able to get her name off the house.
Are there other mobile homes in your immediate community, or are you the only one?
Yeah. No, this was originally in a trailer park at one time. And from what I got told is the trailer park decided just to sell everybody their own property, and that's how everybody attained their own property at that time.
Got it.
So I think each house has like an acre of land with it.
Right. Okay. Got it. And you're about an hour outside of Atlanta, right?
Yeah, roughly, give or take a few minutes.
Where are you moving to, man?
Anniston, Alabama, Oxford, Jacksonville, somewhere in that area.
That's a nice area.
Yeah. I've been actually, before I bought this house, I wanted to move out there. My ex-wife was like, I don't want to move away from my mom, so that's how I got stuck with the house. And then when we separated, I don't want the house. It's just been one big boat here. Got you.
I know how that is, man. So how soon are you looking to do something then?
Whenever y'all are ready, but your partner, I believe, offered me a deal about a rental thing. Is he still on the line with us?
Yeah, he's here.
Okay, yeah, he said something about if we could work something out, I get like a down payment, and then we just rent the house out. I get enough to cover the house payment, and then y'all get a little bit on top of it.
Well,
I'm not sure exactly what
you want to be able to rent the house after you sell it to me? Is that what you're saying?
No, it was. I forgot how he described it. It was
pitched us up to.
It was weird. That way it could keep the low interest rate or something.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Because you have a $30,000 balance on the house, right?
47,000.
On the house, you owe $47,000.
House and land, yes.
Oh, okay. How did you refinance it or something?
I refinanced it about a year ago for an extra 10 grand.
Got it.
But I think that's also including a little bit of interest too.
How much is your interest rate?
That I couldn't even tell you. I don't think it's much.
What's your payment every month?
$440.
Got it. And you owe 47.
Correct.
So you're just trying to put $20K in your pocket. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. It's an interesting idea, actually. Are you going to go buy another house elsewhere, or are you going to be renting?
No, I'm going to be renting. And the only reason that I'm entertaining this option of that going on is because my cousin lives with me and his fiance. And they really don't want to move. They would like to stay here. But they don't have like 20 grand to give me so I can move.
Got it. So you would, if they had the 20 grand, you would let them keep the house and just you would move out, let them take over the payment.
Correct. Pretty much is how it works.
How much can they pay in rent though?
I just talked to her. She said about $800. That's with her taking over bills and paying the rent payment.
Huh.
I
Interesting.
told her, I said I'd have to talk to y'all because I wasn't sure what y'all was looking like as far as how much y'all are going to be wanting off the top of it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. How big is the house?
2,000 square foot, 5 bedrooms. It was originally a 3-bath. One bathroom was so destroyed, I had to replace the flooring. I just went ahead and ripped everything out. We didn't need it at the time. 2 living rooms. The master bedroom has a walk-in closet, garden tub, double sinks.
Would they leave if you asked them to? Like if we wanted just to be able to remodel the house and sell it or whatever, could you get them to vacate?
I could probably do that, but it would take some time.
Yeah. I know it's kind of uncomfortable situation.
And the main issue is that they have dogs. And in the state of Georgia, pit bulls are considered an aggressive breed. So it would be hard for them to find a place. So I mean, they would need some time.
Do they work?
Yes, they do. They both have jobs. They both work here. It was originally known as Honda Lock here in Bremen, out in Bremen. But they just recently changed their name to something else. I think they build like Honda motors.
Got you.
I'm just trying to get an idea of what I'm looking like right this second. The house still comes with an acre of land. It's, a decent sized house or a decent sized trailer for me anyways. I kind of see what trailers are going for around my house. So I was, kind of fluctuating on 1, how much I was asking for, 2, how much work was going to have to go into the house for the next person. I calculated into a lot of factors here.
I think we would be. Is it considered the Lakeview subdivision over there? By the way.
No, the subdivision does not have a name. Lakeview is the neighborhood over. Type of neighborhood over there.
Yeah, because I see Lakeview over there. I'm just wondering if that's the same thing. Because there's another one too. Because there's more mobile homes over there by the Carrollton Oaks Community Center, I guess, over there on Frazier Road. Because I would probably rather treat this as like a fix and flip, if you want the truth, which would mean that we need to get the house vacant so that we can fix it up. If we gave them a little bit of cash, do you think they could leave?
That's a possibility.
Okay, do me a favor. This is what I want you to do. I'm very interested, number 1. Number 2, if you could take some pictures and send them to this number, to Patrick's phone number, that would be ideal because I can only see the outside, but I want to get an idea of what the inside condition looks like. And number 3, ask them if we could give them $1,000, $1,500, something like that. Would they be able to leave when we close, because I have nothing against them or you or any tenant, but I think this doesn't make sense as a rental more than it makes sense as a fix and flip, where we would get in there, redo it completely, then try to sell it. So that's what I'm thinking I want to do with it, but of course we would need it vacant if we did it. You see what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah, and how soon would y'all be wanting to close?
I mean, dude, I got the money ready to go. Like, we could close quickly if you wanted to close. It's up to you. Sell it. It's your timeline.
Well, like I said, they have dogs, so I mean, it's going to take more than $1,500 for them to find a place.
Well, find out what it would take for them to find a place for me to get it vacant. And I don't know if I can do it, but I will try. You know what I'm saying? I will absolutely try. And take some pictures, and then let's reconvene tomorrow. But I am very interested. I think it's going to be hard to find somebody to buy it and keep them as tenants for that price. I think that it's a fair price, but usually, I'm looking for, closer to $1,000, $1,100 a month for rent if I was going to pay that for the house, like $70 for the house. So I don't know if it will make sense as a rental. Plus, I would like to clean it up, and then get top dollar for rent. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm keeping it as a rental, I would like to get in there, fix it up, and then put a market tenant in there if I could. That's just my ideal situation for a rental. So I think this makes more sense as a fix and flip. So just talk to them, find out what it would take, what type of timeline, and then let's reconvene and send Patrick some pictures. Okay?
All right, I got you. I'll talk to her and we'll see what we can do.
And then let's talk again tomorrow. But I am very interested. I would like to make a deal with you. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Thanks. Bye. I went out a mile because these are all on large lots. Mm-hmm. So I made it a mile, and I found 2 comps. One that's active and one that literally sold last month that are a mile away. They're in a different subdivision. That's what I was asking him. So we're over here, they're over here. They're still within a mile, but look what they look like. That's flipped. Mm-hmm. That's never been lived in that condition. Like a flipper literally bought this and made it look like this and now is selling it. And it's pending already. So let's see what they bought it for. They bought it theirs for $74. See that? Mm-hmm. In September. And we have ours for $70.
Yeah.
So in the same ballpark. And we actually have ours for a little less. He said he owes $47 plus 20 is $67. So let's look at this one. This one also same deal. This is another one that this one already sold for $180. And look, flipped. It looks identical. Like, it looks like the same fucking flipper. Yeah, they're both on the same size lot, 30056, 30056, and then this one 23, so a little bit smaller. Let's see what this one sold for. Who do you think our buyer is? This guy. He bought this one for 72. We get ours under contract. His LLC buys it. Or this guy. This is the guy that bought that. I'm just looking at those 2 flipped comps.
Yeah.
One of them was purchased by out of Carrollton, Georgia. This is how you dispose something without Katie's help. This is just, you find 2 flip comps right down the street from yours, and then you call the flipper, and the flipper's hardest part of their job is arguably finding their next flip. Here's his website. I mean, this is how easy it is, bro. And then we just call him up.
This is.
Hey, this is Scott. How's it going?
I'm well, Scott. How are you?
Good. Sorry to bug you. I'm actually an investor in California, and I have a property under contract, a mobile home, right down the street from one that you just flipped and did a great job on, by the way, on Fraser Road. Do you recall that one?
I do.
Just wondering if you are looking for another one. I have a good deal on mine. Might be a little bit more than what you paid from what I can see back in October, but I'm a little bit bigger and I think a little bit newer even. This is a 1999 build that I'm working with, and I'm just looking to see if I can move this to an able and willing buyer who has the boots on the ground to do it justice.
Yeah, I appreciate the phone call. I mean, I'm always looking, to lay the cards on the table. That Fraser Road area is a bit of a challenge. It's not a great area in our world. I actually live in this area, so this is where our home base is. But yeah, I'm open to going to look at it. I always appreciate the phone call. I, do a lot of houses, so I'm willing to go look at it and take a chance on it if it makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, yours, the one on Fraser, did you sell it already, or you're in escrow right now, right? It's pending, it looks like.
Correct. Yeah, by you guys' terms, I'm in escrow. We're supposed to close towards the latter part of this month.
Yeah. Did you, do you mind me asking how much you put into it? Just because I'm interested. I mean, I saw you bought it for 75, and it's pending for 187. I mean, my goodness, that sounds like you hit a home run with that one, no?
Yeah, we did okay on that one. You know how this game goes if you do this. I mean, we buy a lot of property, so sometimes you buy them and you spend a whole bunch of money and you sell them and you lose $15,000.
Right.
This particular one wasn't in terrible shape, so we got lucky. We bought it at a foreclosure sale, which means we didn't get to inspect it. We didn't get to see the inside. We didn't have any access to it. We didn't really know what the hell we were getting into, and we got lucky.
Yeah.
So
got you.
I don't remember what we spent on it. We're working on 25 or 30 properties at any given time. So I don't recall specifically what we got into it, but yeah, we'll do okay on that one.
Cool. Good for you, man. That's awesome. The one I'm working on is about a mile away. It's on Oak Ridge Drive. Are you familiar with that?
Very familiar.
Okay, cool. It's on a literally carbon copy size lot, 30,056 feet. Literally the same exact lot. It's a 99 build. It's the same size, maybe a tad bit bigger. But I think it's your next project, man. I really do. Do you want me to get you some info and see if we can get you over there and see if we can do a deal or what?
No, of course I do.
Guys, that was a successful Power Hour. We didn't get a contract, but we talked to quite a few motivated sellers. We had some good conversations. We might even have a deal or two on our hands here, all in 60 minutes of work. Appreciate you guys tuning in to Power Hour with Scotty B. Hope you have a great day.